Yo, what's good with the YouTube friends and family, man? It's your boy Sir FH, man. Y'all already know what it is.
I know that ain't who I think it is. I know that ain't who I think it is. Chump, that's you. Chump, that's you.
Yes, sir, and the champ is here. Listen, man, today we got a goodie. We are here. We're going to be doing a review of Not the Shop podcast, their latest episode. I believe it's episode 13. What they're doing is they're talking about navigating relationships, kids, and co-parenting advice and the impact that co-parenting could have on your children. And so we are gonna go ahead and get off into that, man. I don't know if y'all seen the Not the Shop podcast. They call it Date Night, man. What they do, man, it's about 5 or 6 of them. They be on here, they have good conversation. One guy is hella crazy, man, hella explosive, hella funny. The other guy, you gonna see. You gonna see. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna switch the screen and we're gonna go ahead and get off into the episode. This is Not the Shop podcast. This is episode 13. This is Date Night, and this is their season 2 episode. Let's go ahead and get into it. Date Night, man. Not the Shop podcast. It is on you. Let's check y'all out.
Ready for operation.
Okay, Miss K in the building. Mac Mall in the building.
Not the shop.
Black Barbie, she be wildin'.
Not the shop. Not the shop.
All right, Tim.
Not the shop.
Bree.
Not the shop.
The doctor.
Not the shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not the shop.
I like the intro. The intro cool.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mac Mall back with another episode of Not the Shop podcast / Date Night. I am your host with my host.
Miss Kim, Miss K, Kamari, whatever.
Come on, turn it up.
Yes, the doctor, the one and only in the building. Yeah, we here.
OG Bree, the surgeon.
I am your girl Toya, aka Black Barbie, aka 360 in the house.
And her waves do
Amazing.
be cracking.
Amazing.
They be
Yeah.
cracking.
And I'm the guest panelist, Johnny Billionaire, the boss.
Okay, y'all.
Johnny
So
Gill in the back?
before we get this episode started, make sure y'all like, comment, and share these videos, man. We trying to get up to 10K, man. We almost there. We appreciate the comments. Make sure y'all keep commenting, man. And we really appreciate the watch time. We need y'all to watch the whole entire video.
Right.
That way to get in the algorithm, and we'll be moving forward. So
Right, man. And you heard what he said. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback that, man. If you like the vibe over here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe over here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like the Make sure you like the stream, man. Make sure you comment in here, because that is what gets this video out in the algorithm on YouTube and showcases it to more and more people, man. People from different audiences, different niches. It lets them see the the content, and they can start to react, and we keep this ball rolling, man. But let's get back to it, man.
with that being said, today I got the question as if I wanted to discuss this, right? So when it pertains to relationships and when they talk about single mothers, right? And broken homes, right? So say if you have a good child's father, right? Is that considered a broken home, or how is that looked upon, you think, in a dating market? Is that a plus or a negative? So what I'm saying is this, like a lot of men kind of despise the fact of dating single mothers because of the responsibility it comes with that. But do you think that there's a difference if the woman actually has a good child's father who's active in a child's life, who keeps the child, who takes burden off, so it wouldn't be like a hindering situation to your new relationship? How do you feel about that?
That's the moms.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's gonna vary by person, because when people have healthy relationships,
We gotta have better questions.
the other
Better
parent, their spouse tend to have some type of feeling about that, like you still want
Red
them
Bull,
just
man. Shout
because
out.
you know how to co-parent and be okay with each other. So I guess it just
Link
really
at the top of the
depend on
chat, man. If you
person.
feel like coming in and
Some
joining the
people don't like
conversation.
that type of friendship. You know what I'm saying? They might think that Y'all still want each other, but it's healthy parenting.
So you said either way you can't win.
I don't feel like you can win either way.
I feel like
Yo, how y'all feel about that? So the question is, if you have a good co-parenting relationship with the other parent, do you think that you can date without without any type of, static between your new person and your child's mother or child's father? So can you get through that without any type of static, any type of friction, any type of anything? Are you okay with dating, while you have a kid and things like that? We just want to know. So like I said, man, the question comes down to, can you date when you have a healthy co-parenting situation without any friction with your current person?
I mean, what do you think?
If he ain't in the house, it's not healthy. That is like, if he's not there in the house with you, that's right there creates toxicity because he's not in the house.
My guy said toxicity. You call yourself the doctor, bro, and you can't even pronounce words correct. Toxicity, bro. Listen, if you're a doctor and I'm coming to tell you, I'm coming to see you and you can't pronounce words right, bro, you are not the doctor for me. I'm gonna be in that motherfucker like,
boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
like, what's wrong with my what? Well, yeah, man, you capped the story of what?
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Yeah, man, I gotta get my stethoscope. What?
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Bruh, come on, man. Toxicity. That's not even a fucking word. My bad, man. Bro be pissing me off, man. He be trying to sound so smart on this motherfucker, be sounding dumb as hell.
He has to be in the house. That's what I think is wrong with what's going on right now. We okay this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We okay the fact that he's a great man, he's amazing, but he can't be in the house with me? That's stupid. Y'all got to get this shit together, man. I mean, I can't help everybody.
Why can't people just answer questions?
From that angle, though, but do you live with the mother of all of your kids?
I am cool with all my baby mamas.
That's not what she said.
Cool, though, but are you in the house?
Not what she said.
No, I'm not in the house with none of my baby mamas. But what I'm saying is, it will be way better if I'm in the house.
So
right. So you're correct. It would be way better if you were in the house, right, with your child's mom. But the question is, can you have a healthy relationship, a healthy co-parenting relationship, while you have someone else, while you have a new person? That is the question. So why do we hear a question and automatically change a question? Like, why do we hear a question and automatically change a question? Like, let's just answer the question and then add the additional context. I like, come on, man. And it's not even, it's not even a tough question. It's not even a tough situation. Like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Would it be nice to be able to have a good co-parenting situation, have a new person come in, you know what I'm saying? You moved on, you're living your life, that new person comes in, it's a healthy relationship. They see that it's a healthy relationship, and now they are a bonus. They are added to your child's life, especially if that person marries your daughter's mom, your child's father. Like, if that person becomes an added and a positive role model in their life, then how could that not help? Right? Like, how could that not help? Now you got 3 people, possibly 4 if you're married and you have moved on. Now you have 4 people all on the same page about raising this child. Come on. And moving in the same direction. Like, that should be beneficial to the child. Now, of course, it's not going to be the same as if the 2 parents stayed together. We know this. But if you got 4 people raising this child, it's a village. So this child should see healthiness on both sides. You know, and I'm sure a child would rather see your parents in healthy relationships, their parents in healthy relationships, than to see them going at it every single day in the house with them. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, just answer the question and then add the additional context. Now she done called you out about your 5 children's mom, about your 5 kids' moms, and you not living with none of them or being with none of them. Now you got to ask the question, because you got to keep the same energy for men as you do for women. And I understand it is different in dating. So, yes, like a man could have a whole bunch of children, not be there with the children physically, and still have options out there because the children aren't with him full time, right? Now, there's some women that's going to just say no. They're going to be, listen, I got to say no, no, my brother. But at the end of the day, how'd you choose 5 women to have kids with, and you didn't deem any of them okay to be a wife? That's what don't make any sense. And you have to, and this is where you have to hold a man accountable in this situation. Yes, the woman is accountable too on the opposite side, especially the 4th and 5th baby mama. You knew that he had 3 baby mamas already and you gave him another child. That's on you. But the fact that you're out here being reckless, my guy, that's on you. You out here like this.
But did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friend.
You wanted to do hood rat shit, dog. And now you got 5 kids with 5 different women and you ain't deemed none of them to be a wife. Reckless.
Does that impact the way that your kids act, or sometimes when you're with the baby, does it make a difference that you're not in the household?
Yeah, it absolutely makes a difference. Let me give you an example. Okay. She has a bad day.
Who is she?
The baby.
Okay.
The male or female. They have a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They come home. They talk to mama because mama always there. But mama can't help me with what's going on right now. I really want to talk to my dad. I can't talk to him until I see him.
Why not? You got phones.
It sometimes don't be that simple.
But see, that's why I say is so I'm speaking on an active father like myself, right? So I see what Kim was saying when she was saying like a man.
My bad, bro. And the fact that he said that the kid comes home and talks to the mom and then they want to talk to the dad, but then they can't talk to the dad. Like, bro, what do you mean? What do you mean, bro? You have communication, you have technology, bro. There's so many different ways for you to interact with your child. If let's just say you're not in the home, bro. There's so many different ways for you to interact with your child. What do you mean? There's phones, there's Google Duo, there's tablets, there's iPads, it's just no, it is that simple. Because if your child want to speak to you and it's a healthy co-parenting relationship, then that mom, that dad shouldn't have any problem with your child being like, moms, like I want to talk to pops about this. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk to my mom about this. And if it like we're speaking from a healthy standpoint, so it should be perfectly fine. Like the other parents should be like, all right, go ahead, call your mom, go ahead, call your pops, like go ahead. Because we're speaking from a healthy co-parenting situation. And every time that they answer this question, they're automatically going to the negative, almost like they didn't even hear the context of the topic, hear the context of the question or nothing, bro. Come on, man. Let's keep it P.
I might feel insecure with that because a lot of people don't really necessarily see healthy co-parents. So you are cool with the mother of your kids and y'all got a healthy relationship.
Right.
Y'all not toxic and y'all co-parenting on a high level.
Facts.
I can see sometimes where a man will be like, man, maybe she, because I feel like when you have a child by somebody, it's always going to be a certain amount of attachment to that person. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be good or bad, but y'all attached together for life. And if he's a good man, and you got to think, sometimes people grow up, and then especially say if she doesn't find nobody, you don't find nobody, but y'all got good co-parenting skills. I feel like deep down inside, she might still, you know, I'm dating a woman like that.
I watched you do that. I watched him do this. No, real. I watched him do this. I used to admire it too. I'd be like, man, I wish I could do something like that, because different strokes for different folks. Like it's like I will call you a exception to the rule.
But then you say you have good relationships with your kid's mother too?
Yeah, but not like him.
Why not?
What's the difference?
Because the difference is he was still swinging. That's what the difference is. When you don't dip back and forth with your BM, you develop that wall where you know we over with, and this is where we moving forward.
Facts, bro. If you still going back to double dip, come on, bro. And you saying it was a good relationship? How? Because more times than not, that person's not going to want to see you move on if you double dipping. It's just true. That person's going to have a little bit of sense of jealousy, a little bit of sense of entitlement to you and your time. You know what I'm saying? Even though you have children from other people. So if you're still double dipping, bro, you are the one creating the top. Come on, bro. And see, this is why people don't be wanting to date single parents, single moms, single dads, because they think that all of us be going back and double dipping, bro, when that is not the case. That is not the case. Some people, when you done, you done. Okay, we got this child. Let's come together and let's figure this out. Let's see how we got to raise our baby. Let's see if we're on let's make sure we're on the same pages moving forward, because at the end of the day, once you have that child, it is no longer about you. It's about that kid. And that's what people don't be understanding. So you be like, shit, I still got access to my baby mom. I'm gonna go stun on her real quick.
I'm about to flex on this bum ass bitch. She walking.
Right. Like, I'm gonna go flex on the real. No. Hey, you pull up to your baby mama house like,
No, why you chill? Stay. It just do that on his own sometimes when I say I'm hot.
It just do this on his own sometimes when I say I'm hot. Like, bro. and if you are, I'm letting you know, bro, that situation turned toxic real quick. It do, man. It's just no way, bro. Because when a new dude come in the picture, he like, yo, like, you know, why you always over your baby dad house? Why you always over your daughter mom house? Like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, oh, we got a good relationship. Like, oh, okay, all right. So then this is the answer to that question. Does it make it challenging when a new person come in? Yes, it does, because sometimes a new person will come in thinking, okay, like they're still too cool. Why are they so cool? How, like, I don't even have a co-parenting relationship like this with my child's mom or my child's dad. So like, it gotta be something going on, right? And I'm like, nah, like, I'm just trying to take care of my child. Like, what more do you want?
What more do you want from me?
That's it. I'm just here to take care of my kid. I'm here to pick my baby up and go. Yes, we're still cool. But at the end of the day, like, I'm here for my child. And then, babe, it's me and you. You feel like, let's rock. But if you out here doing the opposite, if you out there staying, you know, an extra 45 minutes at your baby mama house, bro, you creating your own toxic environment. You're the one creating the doubt in that person's mind. And that's on both sides. That's man and woman. If you staying at your daughter's father's house for an extra hour, show it. Show it. Listen, you come home and the first thing you do, jump in the shower, like, oh yeah, like, oh hell no. Hell no. I'm not even with it. Like, you just told me you was going to pick up the baby, and now you coming back. You jumping in the shower? We all know we got some issues. Let's see, man.
No, stop telling my business. Ain't nobody supposed to know. That is not true.
Okay, so answer,
You was dipping.
so answer me this, brother. Why out of the 5 you got, not one of them was qualified for you to be in the same house with them?
Valid question.
Tread.
Look, he don't even know what to say. He said, he hit the Michael Jackson on her real quick. Should he? Bruh, answer the question. She caught your ass up with that one, dog. She hit him with the 1, 2, beep, 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 beep.
No,
Tread,
it ain't like
tread
that.
easily.
Why I got to be the blame?
She never said you was the blame, my guy. You see this? Now this is how women argue sometimes, man. Listen, she never said you was the blame. All she asked you was how come none of those 5 women you deemed to be a wife. She never said that it was your fault, that y'all didn't make it, that y'all ended. She never asked, she never said none of that or insinuated none of that. She asked you a simple question. Why did you not choose to make any one of your 5 daughters or kids' mothers a wife? And you went to like, bruh, answer the question. You over here stumbling over your words. It's not even that hard of a question, my guy. It's not.
I didn't say. I didn't know.
I'm just saying.
I didn't blame you. I said out of the 5 you have,
right?
Not now one of them was qualified for you to be in the house with them.
Or worthy
From
enough.
my mind.
Yeah, because I can only ask you why you not there.
Right.
No.
Then why did you give them kids? Why did you give them children? Right? And if you are gonna blame them, bruh, then you are sounding just like them. Just like it just doesn't make any sense. You were with 5 women and you didn't see none of them as long-term options, bro. But you gave them children, which is a lifelong decision. You got to deal with that person for a lifetime. You got me messing up on my words. I'm just saying you got to deal with that person for a lifetime. So you'll make a lifetime decision, but then don't consider them as a lifelong option. It just don't make any type of sense, man. And not only did you do it once, twice, 3, 4, you did it 5 times, bro. You're the issue. You're the issue. Hey, listen, daughter, mom, children, mom, number 4, number 5, you're the issue. You're the issue. And it happened in the hood all the time. Well, he wasn't I knew he wasn't taking care of his 6 kids before me, but I thought it was going to be different this time. Short. Hey, light bulb. When did the light bulb go off? When you realized that it wasn't going to be you. I could tell you when. As soon as you told him you was pregnant and he said, oh, it ain't mine. Then you showed him it was his kid, and then guess what? Still ain't take care of it. Try to put him on child support. He quit every job he got. I'm just letting you know, like, you set yourself up for failure. Come on, short. And come on, bro. Come on, man. What are you doing? Listen, all I could do is pray and hope that you grew from that. That's it. Because if you didn't, bro, you a wild man. This is why men gotta hold men accountable too. Because if you are cool with a dude like this, come on, bro, birds of a feather. Come on, bro, you are that person, man. My crew could never. Rex. My guys would never do no shit like that. That's why I value my relationships and my friendships with my partners, my frat brothers, like, you know what I'm saying, my chapter brothers. We don't move like this. You know what I mean? We all stand up, we all take care of our children. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do shit like this. So I'm glad she asked him the question. I'm glad he started stumbling over his words because he didn't have shit to say. He not adding no value to this conversation right now.
Okay.
Let's not get away from the topic though, because y'all still got to get.
But they did get personal.
No, I'm talking about these two. And obviously, I guess we want to know what you got to say.
We can go ahead and let the guests speak because Sabrina don't have any kids, and I'm gonna pass on that one.
What you think, bro?
Come on.
Well, it's a flexible question. Because like the brother said, it's different strokes for different folks.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, when the patriarch and the matriarch is in the house with each other, it creates a strong, bond between the child, mother, and the father. But
Okay.
sometimes people grow apart, evolution sets in, and sometimes people just can't come to a common ground with each other.
This is
In
true.
the event that that happens, it's always a bad situation for the child.
This is true.
But for the men out there that are actually making it work, the fault is always going to be on the parents. Doesn't matter which one it is. If the father can't find common ground with the woman, he needs to try to make that effort.
Yeah.
If the woman is being, defensive and argumentative and don't want to deal with them,
Let's switch this to
as
the big
parents,
screen.
you have to be grown when children are involved. You have to think about the bigger and broader picture other than yourselves and what other bickering matches y'all getting into it with. Because ultimately the child suffers.
Right.
I've been a godfather and I've been a stepfather, for a time or two. And I'm not an actual father of my own.
Okay.
But children need both of them in the house.
That's a
But
fact.
sometimes it just doesn't work out. Sometimes relationships are too far gone to recover. The disrespecting went too far. No matter how you want to work it out, it just went too far to the point where y'all nerves hit ground bottom and y'all just can't stomach each other no more. But
Why
the
are we
only person
going
that
here?
suffers in that is the child. It's easy for the parents to move on and go screw with somebody else, but the child is always going to suffer.
Right.
Fathers
This
are
is true.
extremely important in a family environment, and so obviously the mother is.
Right.
That's the half of a child's soul is the mother. We look to our mother for almost everything, but that father is the structure. That's the strength.
Right.
It's supposed to be the provider. It's not always the case, but in most cases, the father is supposed to be the provider. That's
Yeah,
who
yeah,
the
for
woman
sure.
looks for strength, guidance. If she can't follow your lead, then you're a weak man.
But see, this is what I'm talking about when I say you got to answer the question. This is what I'm talking about when I say you got to answer the question. Like, you just went all the way around this whole situation, around this whole thing, bro, and did not answer the question. Well, hold up. My bad. Let me give you a little bit of credit. Because you did say the matriarch and the patriarch got to be in the house. Really, sometimes the mom is not the matriarch. Sometimes the grandma is, and I'm just saying, like, we're because we got to make sure that we understand, like, the matriarch of the family, that is not the mom sometimes, right? So if we're just gonna throw those words out. We're just gonna say the mother and the father, the parents should be in the house. Let's just say that. That's number one, right? But then we get into the situation a little bit more, and then we say, well, if she's not leading, if you're not leading her, we're not talking about that. We're talking about from a positive perspective. Yo, can you still date? Can you bring somebody new into the situation if you guys have a healthy co-parenting situation? And I don't understand why everybody is going automatically to the, you talking about, oh man, they not together, they not this, they not that. Like, bro, we already know they're not together, but now you talk about if you can't lead, you're a weak man. Why are we talking about that? Because that is not the topic of conversation right now. Let's stay on topic. That's all I'm saying, man. Let's get to the bottom of the question, because I feel like this is a great question, and none of y'all are really answering it.
You're a weak man if she can't follow you.
But I'm specifically saying like this. There's a
and you see the women agreeing. It's because they really don't want to answer the question. Black Barbie not really answering the question. She says she don't got kids, so she don't want to speak on it. He didn't answer the question. They talking about clock it, because he said if you can't lead, you're weak. That's not even a question. So you making valid points about something that's not even a situation right now. It just don't. So it makes all that shit invalid. Like, it makes everything you gotta say trash. You know what I mean? Because what are you talking about? You just gotta throw it out with the trash. And them agreeing with it is just them agreeing with it because they want to agree with you're a weak man. That's like, at the end of the day. I'm just saying, bro. Tell me if I'm lying or not.
A healthy co-parenting relationship. So I'm saying, like, yeah, the child lives with the mother, obviously, but the father is present and active. So which means, like, I'm gonna use myself for example. I keep my daughter on days I'm off. I go pick her up from school. I help her with her homework. I spend time with her, take her out, which I did for all my kids, but I'm just specifically speaking on my 5-year-old right now. You know, I'm an active father. So, but the only thing I do notice that when the household breaks up is that the child automatically has to pick a side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, I know I got a good daddy, but I live with my mama.
Right.
So if it come between these two, no matter how good my daddy is, I got to side with my mama because that's who I live with. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the only separation. But I mean, as far as like when you dating, right? So if you dating a woman and she has kids, and you want to take her serious, and she has an active, good relationship with her baby's father, do you think that is looked down upon as per se a woman with deadbeat baby daddies?
Right. See, now we get into the conversation. We going to the big screen, man, because now we getting into the conversation. This guy done had to reiterate this question about 5 or 6 times, and I just feel like none of them have really answered the question. The dudes are answering the question from I don't even know what standpoint. The 2 women on the couch, there's 2 of the 3 women on the couch acting like they don't want to answer the question. Then the one that answered the question, she talking about it depends on the person, and it can go left. Like, answer the question, bro. This is what make a good podcast. This is what make a good pod. Like, we're not even having a conversation that we really could talk about because I got to keep asking y'all the same question over and over. None of y'all are really answering the question or understanding the question from the context of the perspective that I'm trying to get y'all to understand it from. And then now we got people on the podcast who don't really want to answer the question, right? And then we got men on here who are just saying whatever. It just don't make any type of sense to me. It just don't. Because I feel like as a man, number one, if you think logically, you should be able to hear the question, answer the question the way that the question is supposed to be answered, and then add your extra context on after it. You don't start adding extra context right from the jump. It just makes no sense because then you change the question. Now we can't even have a conducive conversation because now we're talking about something totally way different. Answer the question. Then we can talk about the extras. Then we can talk about the added context. Answer the question. Let's get back to it, man. Let's see what we got going, man.
I mean, listen. This conversation in general can go back and forth forever.
It don't have to.
People depending on their perspectives.
It don't have to.
I mean, in general, everybody got to have their shit together.
Okay.
I mean, the mother has to have her stuff together. The father has to have his together. If they don't, if somebody lacking on whatever part, it's just the structure is going to collapse at some point.
Right.
But I mean, I'm big on a man has to be a man.
Okay.
I'm just big on that. You know what I mean? So the man is the patriarch and the forefront leader of a family.
Okay.
So by his leadership, a woman is compelled to follow a strong man just by nature.
Not these new ones.
Hey man, get your big back ass up.
Rebuttal. They design.
That's the wrong one, man.
At the end of the day gonna end, man.
My bad, man. I hit the wrong one, bro. Cause buddy, listen, man. What are you're just talking again, man. And you see how this goes? Like, he still has not answered the question. Like, that's the frustrating. I can see why it says that this one was 31 minutes. Their episodes are normally like an hour or something long. Like, I can see why you cut this one short, Mac Mom, man. I can see why you cut this one short, bro. Nobody answering the question, bro. You got Shorty right here leaning to the side like she really don't want to be there. Black Barbie ain't going off like she normally used to. You got Buddy right here. He got 5, you know what I'm saying, 5 children's mother, didn't need none of them to be a wife or a lifelong option. You feel me? And then Shorty right here. Hey man, I don't know, man. Let's just continue to tap in. Let's just continue to tune in, man, and see what they talking about, man. Because man,
by nature they are, but the mouth, like when we talk about these traditional relationships, like I feel, well, I ain't gonna say feel. I think that most women don't know how to handle a real man, because, like, I've been in the presence of real women. Real feminine women. They don't go back and forth with men. They don't raise their voice over me.
Look at her face. Look. She done tilted the head back. She like, this again. Like, yes. That's a real conversation. And the crazy part about it is Mac Mall didn't take it there. The guest did. This is why you got to tell your guests before they hey, listen, bro. We gonna stick to the topic as much as possible, man. We gonna reel it back in if we got to. Buddy changed the whole topic of conversation. Mac Mall tried to keep the conversation where it was because nobody really answered the question. And then he started again adding extra context, not really answering the question. And now the conversation then took a left turn. And now look, Shorty Black Barbie right here. She got her head all back. She like, this again. Yes. Because now we're here. Listen, now we're here. Now we got to address what has been addressed. You feel me? Now we got to address what has been addressed. And yes, there are feminine women out there who don't go back and forth with men. Just because you don't want to hear it. And I can understand, though, on a podcast is going to be different because you're going to have those back and forths that are just, sometimes they're going to be explosive. Sometimes they're going to be intense. You know, sometimes they're going to be problematic. You know, sometimes it's just going to be explosive. And you're on a podcast, so you're there to speak. You're there to talk. You're there to have the interaction. And then you're caught in this limbo, like, okay, well, am I being viewed as masculine because I'm interacting in this conversation and all of it? It depends. It depends on the way that you present yourself, on the way that you answer that question, on the way that you talk to that man, on the way that you talk to people on the podcast. Yeah. So I can get why she like, this again, but then again, I don't. Because he made a valid point. That's all I'm saying.
You know, if they have a situation that they don't agree with, they'll address it in private in a feminine manner. True. They don't do like these women or attack our manhood by if you raise your voice at me, what do you think you're gonna get in response to that? Like, I don't even let a man talk to me like that. Right. So you want me to accept you talking to me any kind of way because you're angry? Crazy. Like, baby, I'm not no kid. I'm a man. Right. A grown ass man. And on top of that, I'm the type of man that most women are looking for. I'm a protector and a provider. Okay. So with that being said, you're not going to treat me like no 50-50 nigga. You going to respect me.
First of all, don't be hating on the 50-50 man. Listen, I'm just saying, we already got enough women hating on the 50-50 man. I'm just saying, bro, you ain't got to put. No, I understand this position, though. He said, listen, I'm a provider. I hold it down. I'm a protector for my family. Like this, she don't got to worry about shit. She just got to show up and be herself. Hold it down. Protect the kid. I mean, make sure she taking care of the children. Make sure she's holding down the house. So, like, I got everything else. I can understand where he coming from. You still ain't gotta hate on the 50-50 dudes, bro. Listen, man. Tell them, hey, it's hard out here for a peer. I'm just saying. Hey, listen, and I'm not talking about me. I'm just saying, man, listen, if you're a 50-50 guy out here, man, and you are holding it down and you are doing what you're supposed to do, and the woman that you have chosen is okay with that and is there with you, rocking with you through the snow, rocking through through the triumphs, bro. Listen, I'm not hating on you at all. I'm not, bro. Because everybody relationship is different. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna, as long as you making it shake, as long as you making it, you know what I'm saying, making your relationship move and pushing your relationship forward the way that you do it, I cannot hate. If you got a strong relationship and it ain't like I would hold my relationship, that I'm not gonna hate on you at all. Because the results is the results. So if your results are what you want and your results are going where you want it to go, I'm not hating at all. I'm letting you know now. It is what it is. All I'm going to do is congratulate you on the success of your relationship, whether it's 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20, 90, 90-10, 100 zip. Like, okay, whatever you decide to do for you. If it works for you, it works for you. Facts. And if you're getting your results, if you're getting the results that you want, all I can do is congratulate.
If I'm taking care of you and making your life easier, it's the same way when you meet women. You know women that you can get some for free with. You know some that you got to pay some money to. It's levels to this shit. And you got to understand, baby, I'm on a different level. So you can't treat me like you treat these other niggas. It's a certain amount of respect that I require if you want me to take you serious. Now, you can be who you want to be. Yeah. I'm not trying to argue with that. I'm not trying to change you. But you got to understand, for me to take it there with you, it's a certain level of respect that I require as a man. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you about that.
Yeah. So now I'm listening to my friend and I'm seeing what he has to adjust with. It's real simple. I know everybody on the internet like, man, they screaming in the phone right now because it's I see that might be where you might lose it at, and you might get a misunderstanding the ability to adjust because you're so alpha. Because I understand it because that's how I am. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm basically saying is, when you have these feelings of where you feel like a woman ain't being a woman, it's differences that you have to comprehend on how to deal with that. So I was watching one guy and he would say something like he will feel a certain type of way if he would even see a man arguing.
Right
there, he will look at this man different, because what real man argues with a woman?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
but what real woman raises her voice at a man?
Right. But
so you get what you, so what I'm saying is, it has to be a level of respect at the end of the day. And I think these new modern women don't respect men. I think that they want their cake and eat it too.
Okay, right.
And look at that. At the end of the day, respect is like number one on a man's list more times than not. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when it comes to women, love is at the top of their list. And a lot of times for men, love is not at the top of our list. It's normally respect. That, you know, is normally our number one thing. So respect is required for a man. So if you show that you don't respect that man, then and that man don't leave, then that's on him. That's on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, now, fellas, if she don't respect you and she don't show you respect, bro, then if you stay there, I can't blame anything else that happens on her. You can't blame anything else that happens on her. You chose to stay. It's just real rap. You know what I'm saying? Knowing how high respect is on our list as a man, there's no way that you could stay there and then try to convince me that she ruined the relationship. When she started to show you that she no longer respected you, no longer respected your leadership, no longer respected your ability to be able to guide the relationship in the direction it is supposed to go in, then my man, I just gotta let you know, bro, it's on you. It's on you. So at the end of the day, man, sometimes you gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps and say, look, short, I'm about. Listen, I can no longer do this. I can see that you no longer respect me. I can feel that you no longer respect me. You know what I'm saying? Your actions are showing that you no longer respect me in my house. In this house. I gotta go. What Trey Songz say? I don't want to leave. Hey, but now I gotta go over. I'm just saying. I don't want to leave, short. Yeah, but I gotta go right now. I'm just letting you know. So, I mean, it just is what it is. Let's get back.
But so it's like, what you gonna lower yourself to what they be doing? So you gonna
That's not what
act
he
like
said.
how they act like, okay, you know better.
That's
so
not
you
what
know,
he said.
okay, this woman don't even know how to treat a man. Goodbye.
Why
know
you
what
think
I'm
I'm single, motherfucker?
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But at the same
not what he
time, though, man,
said.
even with you being single, it's
And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. It's the only way that this video is going to continue to go in the algorithm. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
still seems like from how you talk and how anybody would perceive it, it still seems like you're struggling with exactly how to deal with.
Mm.
Come
Deal
on,
with
brother.
what?
Do you see how all the women on the panel was like, bruh, come on now. If y'all don't see what my guy is doing right now is wild work. I hope that Mac Mall call him out on it. I hope that he call him out on it.
Come on.
I ain't on y'all
Clock.
side.
Come on.
No,
I ain't
hold
never
on,
on
because-
y'all.
Nah, you see how he tried to switch up now? I'm not on y'all
Okay.
side.
Two or more women agree is always wrong.
Yeah.
Right, he trying to let him know, bro. Like now he trying to backpedal. Nah, bro, stand on your square, man. Stand on your square.
Go ahead.
Yeah. That's why I had to say
No,
what
go
I
ahead.
said.
Speak
I
your
don't
piece.
agree with them. Okay.
No, speak your piece. No, no. Go ahead.
Yeah,
We didn't say
No,
a word.
okay.
No, y'all didn't say nothing like as far as actual words, but the was enough. The was enough. Y'all didn't say yeah. That's right. But the that was enough for me, DJ.
Okay,
Speak
but
your
hold
piece.
on. But what I'm saying is, it seems like how you deal with them, that negative of you will come out.
What do you mean how I deal with them? I just
Like-
fuck them and leave. I'm not dealing with them. So
No,
what do you
I'm only.
Ladies, y'all gotta tell me what y'all think about that. My guy said he just pop and go. He said, what's the listen, once you pop, the fun don't stop. You feel me? He had to let you know.
I don't
I'm
know.
treating them as such.
No, listen to
You're
me,
not
man.
gonna get far with me acting like a nigga.
No, but listen to me, man.
Right. Come on, man. Listen, the one thing I can't say is Buddy be talking, bro. Listen, the minute my shorty start acting like a dude, like, whoa, what we doing here? What we doing here? And I understand some of us come from that background. You feel me? We come from that ilk. I can understand. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I know because I come from that. So a lot of women do like, you know, they about they, you feel me? And they gonna let you know. They're gonna talk to you how they talk to you. I'm just saying I can't deal with it on an everyday basis. I can't. Listen, you gotta show me that you feminine. You gotta show me your feminine side. It's the only way it's gonna work here. You feel me? And that's what he's saying. Basically, he just letting you know. He telling you more in the Kevin Samuels way. Shout out to my rest in peace to my frat brother. He letting you know in that Kevin Samuels type of vibe. Like, listen, if you start acting out, I'm just gonna pop and go. I'm just letting you know. Bars.
I'm not saying that because I wouldn't know. I ain't in the bed with you with him, right? Like I wouldn't know. I'm just only going off of how you're talking.
I'm not getting the point.
Right. I'm not either. I'm not either.
Okay.
Y'all getting the point?
The way you're talking, it seems like you'll argue with a woman, even though you don't.
He never said that.
See what I'm saying? Even though you don't.
And and I don't mean to cut you.
And you see how she starts snapping? He never said that, so I don't even understand how she agreed. It's just anytime like there's something about like I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't.
But see, this is where the line draws, right? Because when a man stands up for himself, females call him sassy. So this is what I'm saying. If I put you in your place, if you get out of your place as a man, I'll put you back in your place.
Right.
I'm handling you exactly how I should.
Now, you heard what you just said?
Without arguing. I'm simply saying this, baby. You don't talk to me like that.
Right.
I'm a man and you're going to respect me. Am I going to kid a cataract? No, I'm not going to do none of that. But what I will do is show you the exit to the door.
But here,
sometimes you got to. That's what I'm talking about. If she don't respect you, partner, you got to go. Hey, I'm just saying, if she don't respect you, you got to figure it out, my man. If you gonna stay, I'm telling you, all results is on you, my guy. It's on you. All results at the end of the day are on you. I'm letting you know. You lose your wife, it's on you. I'm letting you know. Everybody gonna come up to you and say, damn, what did you do to lose that woman? I'm letting you know, my guy. So if she don't respect you and you stay, my guy, it's on you. I gotta tell you that. So sometimes you gotta let her, you gotta hit her with the Trey songs. I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now. You gotta hit her with it.
I would.
Hear me out. Listen to what you just said.
Right.
I'm a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what you just said. You said,
no, you're not the doctor, nigga. You said toxicity. You said, my bad. I'm not here. Listen, but it be, listen, I'm letting you know, man. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, man. It be ready, man. It be right there, dog. No, you call yourself the doctor and can't pronounce regular words, bro. Stop calling yourself the doctor, dog. It's time to call yourself something else. Nickname yourself something else. Spelling bee. Yeah, like something literate. I'm just saying, man. Something, bruh. Stop calling yourself the doctor if you can't pronounce regular words like toxicity. If you gotta add an into it, toxicity. You are not no damn doctor, bruh. That's a mistake. No, we not doing that. Out here making black doctors look bad, bruh. Name yourself something else. And if you gotta give yourself a nickname, and people didn't give you that, that's like calling yourself an alpha man. When nobody else around you call you an alpha. Women don't call you an alpha. They don't identify you as that. Men in your own network, they don't identify you as that. You know what I'm saying? Your community, they don't look at you as that. But you will call yourself that. That's the same thing, bruh. Stop calling yourself the doctor, bro, when you can't pronounce regular words. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just my bad, man. I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm just letting y'all know. You see that? You see the vocabulary? I'm just saying.
that put you in your place. The first thing she gonna say is, "How dare you talk to me like that?"
So what? What are you saying? I'm not gonna hold you right now, buddy. You sound like you pandering. And I know how it is, man. Pandering gets you a whole bunch of views on YouTube, pandering, but you sound like you pandering. You want all the women on your side right now. So what? So what? But what? She got it, like she got beside herself and he said, I'm gonna put her in her place. It don't mean he got physical with her. It don't mean none of that. Baby, you tripping. Yo, you're wilding right now. Chill. Hold up, Ma. Let's do this a different way. Hey, we not doing this tonight. Yo, what you want? Relax a little bit, because, and I understand what relax do to women. Relax a little bit. We not going there. Hold on, mama. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be able to be able to redirect, be able to tell your woman, listen, not today. We not doing this right now. We on the same team, short. We not doing this right now. But guess what? If she's not a woman who will understand and be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping right now. Let me take a breather. And she want to keep going and she want to keep going and bruh, you're going to be arguing with yourself. Because I'm not doing it. I'm letting you know right now I'm not doing it. And if it gets out of hand and it continues to happen over and over and over, short, I don't want to leave. But girl, I gotta go right now. I'm letting you know right now. Bars. It just is what it is.
Put me in my place, even though it's in your mind.
You see, he
After
talking from
she
a
just
straight woman.
disrespected me.
No,
it seemed like you making. It seemed like you turning into a panda bear.
Call him out, Mac Mall. Call him out. Yo, if you don't listen, this is not the Shop Podcast. This is their date night episodes. You know what I'm saying? And I am Champ Talk Reactions over here, Sir FH, man. Listen, I'm telling you, man, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to continue bringing you good content. You know what I'm saying? I wanted y'all to see this episode. Make sure you interact because I will interact. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you comment because I will comment back.
Because if a woman get out her body around any real man, he gonna put her in a place.
Here's
the thing. Let me clarify this, right? Because we're gonna be on the internet. See, you have to realize that nowadays these women don't want to be put in their place. They take the words
bad
and make it seem like he's gonna argue back with me. No, I'm not gonna argue back with you, but I'm gonna tell you, baby, that there's a level of respect that I require.
I'm telling y'all right now, I'm not really rocking with this episode because I feel like the women don't want to be there tonight. Normally, like, the women want to be there. I feel like the women don't want to be there tonight.
To be in my presence. That's not being sassy. That's telling you who I am. I would say any man that allows a woman to disrespect him in any way is the sassy nigga. Any man that don't want to speak up for himself is a sassy ass man.
Listen, I agree with everything you saying, but it's all about the conversation and how you go about it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
And that's why I simply said, did you hear what I said? I said, if she disrespects me, if you disrespect anybody on this panel, you get what you asked for. If you want to have a conservative conversation with me about something you don't like, then you approach me in the manner that you would want me to respond. But you getting loud with me and talking crazy to me as a man, what do you think gonna happen? You think I'm gonna come back and say, well, baby, you don't talk to me like that? I'll be like, no, baby, you got me fucked up. Who you think you talking to?
Right, but see, there you go, Mac. See, now you find yourself going back and forth with a woman.
I don't do that. I speak my piece and show them.
Right, bro. He never even said that. My bad, Mac, for cutting you off, bro. He never, like, what are we doing here, fellas? Listen, fellas, if you in the chat, like, what are we doing here? What are we doing with this fella that call himself the doctor? Ladies, if you in the chat right now, like, what are you feeling? Like, do I got a point? Do Mac got a point? Like, what are you feeling when you're watching this right now? Like, I just want to know. You comment, I comment. You react, I react. I just want to know. It could be a comment, it could be emoji, it could be whatever you feeling right now. Just let me know how you feel.
To the door. I don't go back and forth with nobody.
Right.
If I may interject.
And actually,
no, don't try to agree now. Don't try to my nigga me now. This ain't motherfucking training day. Don't try to my nigga me now, dog. I'm just letting you know, because you just said a whole bunch of shit like,
at the end of the day gonna end, man.
At the end of the day, man, the day gonna end. You just start saying a whole bunch of nothing. And buddy in the back, you did the same thing.
At the end of the day gonna end, man.
Every time y'all start speaking, I'm like,
Damn. I'm sorry.
But I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, man. Y'all are just talking, bro. We've already had one topic and neither one of y'all answered the question. I'm just being honest. Buddy in the back right there, he started taking the conversation to a whole nother place. So we didn't even get to the bottom of the damn answer. The bottom of the question, we didn't get to it. I'm letting y'all know right now, this is not a good episode so far, because nobody has answered the damn question. And if you just joining in and you don't know what the question is, the question was, can two parents who have a healthy co-parenting relationship co-parent the way that they should? So let's do this again. Let's do this again. The question is, can two people who have healthy co-parenting relationships bring in another person, right? Bring in another person to the relationship as far as them dating, and it be a healthy situation? Or would that other person come in with negative thoughts? Like, well, damn, like they have a good relationship, so they have to still be messing around. Or if they have a deadbeat, mom, father on the opposite side, right? Then would it be easier for a man to come into that situation or a woman to come into that situation and say, well, you have a deadbeat, it's okay, I'm here now, let's rock? Which situation do you feel is better in that situation? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and go to this. This is from Ja. She says, I tuned in a little late. You feel me? Hey, we thank you for being here, number one. She said, I've been watching and I don't feel like there's been much much to be said from the women, right? Because they're not really speaking right now. It's only one woman. It sounds like it's only one woman on the panel that has a child. So she's the only one who answers the question right now. And again, the question was, can a man come in or a woman come into a situation where there's a healthy co-parenting situation and not feel any type of negativity towards the other person because they think or they feel like that person is, could still be messing around. You know how they say, if you have a good relationship with your daughter's mom or your daughter's father, or you know what I'm saying, like, then you still rocking with her, you still tapping when you go pick up the kids or whatever the case may be, like that. So does it cause for a negative situation, or is the situation better when there's just a deadbeat parent there, where you know that he's not going to be around, she's not going to be around, or anything like that? Which situation do you feel is better in the situation when you coming in? Shout out and thank you for the question. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna rock it out. I just need to know, like, how you feeling, what you thinking about the situation. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like it's a type of situation, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? You comment, I comment. You see that we put the comment up. We want to know what y'all are thinking, how y'all are feeling about this situation. Yes, yes. So I'm dropping the question down in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I just told you, but I'm going to just say, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel, do you feel better that way? Like, is it better? Is the situation better when you come in and there's a deadbeat parent? I mean, in my eyes, I'm like, yo, if that person has a person, say they're married, I feel like you got 4 people raising 1 child, 4 people raising 2 children. I feel like that's a better situation because now you're being raised by a village. They say it take a village to raise a child. So why wouldn't it be better? Like, why wouldn't it be better? So please, like I said, make sure y'all drop your comments down in the chat. Make sure y'all drop y'all like. Make sure you hit a like so this video can stay in the algorithm. The more you comment, the more this conversation stays out. The more people tune into the video. So you know what I'm saying. Thank you for interacting, Jai. I shout you out. You know what I'm saying. Thank you for your comment. You know what I'm saying. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for being here with me right now, because you can be anywhere. Yeah. Hey, shout out y'all, man. Shout out to the people who watching right now, because you could be anywhere, but right now you're here with me, tuned in to Champ Talk Reactions. Let's get back to it.
I agree. If I may interject, so listen, gentlemen.
Buddy already been talking and he ain't said shit yet, so I hope that he actually got something to say this time.
I don't think either one of y'all are saying nothing that's right or wrong. I think the problem with both men and women is accountability in a relationship. So a man,
I agree with that.
A man don't have no business arguing with a woman simply because his actions should check her.
Okay.
If you are being childish in any manner towards somebody that's grown and they continue to act grown, what they're going to do is show you a mirror effect, which means they're going to show you how foolish you're acting because you're left alone in your own vices and your foolishness.
Okay.
You ain't got no business going back and forth with nobody.
Facts.
I'm going to show you who I am through my actions.
Okay.
Another thing about relationship, this is both.
That includes leaving, fellas. That includes leaving, women. It do. You can show who you are by your actions by leaving. That's a fact.
From men and women part. Because I don't think the problem is women this, women that, women this, or men this, men that. The problem is accountability. When you first meet people, they are almost always going to show you who they are in the first 6 months to a year. You then have that choice to make the decision whether to deal with that person or to move forward with them, thinking you can move past whatever red flags you saw.
Man, motherfuckers don't last that long with
Just
me.
listen.
So
Hear me out. Hear me out.
6 months? That's a stretch.
Hear me out, though. Listen. The thing is accountability. Okay, when you meet a woman and she's disrespectful, when you talk to her with the utmost respect and she's still being disrespectful, you have the choice then to leave her where she is.
Facts.
Okay, the fact that you are trying to still prolong that relationship, thinking she's going to move past what she is, regardless of how respectful you are to her, that means the fault is on you. It's no longer her fault. And that's vice versa with women. If she's dealing with a clown dude and he's showing her everything that he is, a player, a pimp, a hustler, a disrespectful guy, and she chooses, you know what, I'm gonna hang on to this dude because I think there's I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Whatever it is that he shows her beyond that point, once he shows her what she is, she signed up for that.
Okay.
Don't you know people out here like?
I actually agree with him this time. Like what he talking about. Yes, it's absolutely true, man. It's absolutely true. If you stay with a man after he already done showed you that he's going to, be violent, or he showed you he's gonna be a compulsive liar, a cheater, the new word that everybody want to use on YouTube and on in these YouTube streets, and then it's narcissist. If you gotta blame yourself. I'm sorry, because at some point in time, he showed you exactly who he was. At some point in time, she showed you exactly who she was, and you chose to stay. You can't blame nobody but yourself for those type of situations. And that's a fact, my man. That's a fact, buddy. That's a fact, bro. You can't you cannot blame nobody but yourself, my guy. Hey, I'll tell you, let my guy Uncle Rick say, my guy. I'm letting you know you can't blame nobody but yourself in that situation. Hold up. Let's see what we got. The co-parent set the tone. Okay. I agree that it takes a village. When there's a mutual respect between the parents will usually follow suit. I agree with this comment. I agree, right? So let me ask you a question, right? We're going to go to the big screen. Let me ask you a question real quick. So if a guy comes into the situation, right? You have children, and the guy says, you have a healthy situation with it seems like you have a good relationship with your child's, your child's father or your child's mom, right? And they automatically feel like, because you have that good situation with the other parent, does that mean that you guys are still doing something? Because I think that that's what a lot of people jump to. It's like, okay, I don't have a good situation with the child, like my child's mom or my child's dad, but you have one. So how is it that you have one? Like, are y'all still, you feel me? When you go pick your kids up, is this a 45-minute pickup or is this a quick turnaround? So like, why do you feel like people view that as a negative when you have a good co-parenting situation, as to when, just the difference when the mom is not there or the dad is not there, they're like, I don't have nothing to worry about because that person is not there. So when I come in as the bonus mom or the bonus dad, I don't have to worry about no inside interruptions because the opposite parent on my girl or my man's side is not there. You see what you see what I'm saying? You know, and like, what do you feel about that? And oh, like, what kind of position do you take on that? Is what I'm asking, right? Let's get back to it real quick. But good question. Good comment. Good comment.
Toxic shit. Why do you think these women say ain't no good men out here? Because the men that ain't cheating ain't fun.
But you know why?
They
right?
don't like lames.
But
They
you know,
like.
Damn. Yo, what you think about that? The men who ain't cheating ain't fun. It's not exciting to you. You know how they say that men are boring? Oh, well, he's boring, so I don't know if I can really. Is that what that is? I want to know. Like, now I gotta know. I gotta know the answer to that question. Like, is that what that is? So when women say men are boring, is it because the guy isn't, like, you know, giving them the runaround or like cheating on them consistently or whatever the case may be? Like, what makes the relationship fun or what makes a guy boring to you? Like, these are just great questions that come from this. Oh, let's get back. Hold up.
Money to. It's levels to this shit. And you got to understand, baby,
how to deal with that. So I was watching one guy and he would say something like he will feel a certain type of way if he would even see a man argue.
We got the sassy nigga. Any man that don't want to speak up for himself in this shit. This,
you know what I'm saying? We are going to look at things from an
I hit the wrong button. Y'all bear with me.
Intimate perspective. You know, we're going to look at that. We are naturally lustful creatures. Women don't supposed to do that, like I keep saying, but they do.
You hear them say women don't supposed to, and you call yourself a doctor? My guy, get it together, man. Women aren't. Listen, they got ain't in a dictionary. Women ain't supposed to. Women don't supposed to do that. Bro, you cannot call yourself a doctor if you do not have down the basic English language. Do you know how long doctors go to school, my man? I'm sorry, bruh. Listen, if this was a woman, I would be saying the same thing. So I gotta be an equal accountability partner, my guy. You're bugging, you're wilding, change your name. Stop nicknaming yourself stupid shit, dog. If you gonna be on here sounding stupid as a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? They looking at how we look at things, and that's where always go wrong. In the same way with men. Men are looking at things from a woman's perspective.
You know why? Because the women are okay in this shit. This is what I was talking about when we was off camera.
They have a lot of power.
They glorify every fucking thing that's feminine about a man.
Power. You think y'all abuse it?
You think men would be wearing tight ass pants if women didn't okay that shit? You think men would be wearing purses if girls didn't okay that shit?
Hold on, Bree got something to say. What you got to say, Bree?
Okay, I'm hearing what you say and I'm listening.
Look, we're 22 minutes in out of a 31-minute conversation, and the first woman outside of Shorty on the side right here has just finally said something. I can see why this episode is only 31 minutes. Like, the women they're not even participating. They're not even participating. Like, what are we doing here? This is a podcast. Y'all sitting here having good drinks. Y'all sitting here having a good time, enjoying the ambiance. Y'all in a nice little studio, and y'all not talking. And I know what y'all doing. I know what y'all doing because y'all done been called out so much in these last episodes that y'all choosing not to speak so y'all don't get called out now, and you still getting called out. Why? You're on a podcast and y'all in 22 minutes, you have not said one word. This is entertainment business, ma'am. So what? People done called you out. Have a good time. Enjoy it. Your podcast is blowing up. Enjoy it. Take the good with the bad, because it's going to be some days on here that people agree with you. It's going to be some days on here that people don't agree with you. Enjoy it. Y'all almost at 10,000 subscribers. You feel me? And shout out, listen, if you like if you like the vibe over here, make sure you like, comments. I'm just saying, because I'm trying to get to 10,000. I'm trying to get to 5,000. I'm just saying, man. They almost had 10,000 subscribers and they don't even want to talk. I'm here with it though. You talk, I'm gonna talk back. You comment, I'm gonna comment back. You react, I'm gonna comment back. It just is what it is. We here with it. It's Champ Talk Reaction.
But the whole conversation is men are putting women in a box. You got 3 women sitting here, but y'all haven't asked us not one question. Y'all went back and forth with this conversation and had not got one perspective from not one woman on.
Because y'all chose not to speak. If y'all would have spoke, then we would have had a woman's perspective from the jump.
On this panel. Because now you can't put woman in a box. You saying every woman don't have the same requirement.
Nobody ever said every woman. Nobody ever said every woman, because nothing is absolute. Nothing on earth is absolute. Nothing is 100%. So nobody says 100%. Most people don't say 100%. Because my bad, I just called myself. Listen, almost nobody says anything is absolute, right? Let's just be honest. So because most people don't say nothing is absolute, we don't normally say all women, all men. When you say men, it's already inferred that we're talking about most. It's already implied that we're already talking about most women. We're not saying all women. Like nothing on earth is absolute. Yeah, so we got three different women on the panel, 3 different women on the podcast. Number 1, y'all ain't said shit. Number 2, y'all not even talking. Number 3, like, what are we talking about? I'm just saying, man. Listen, and if you tuned in, listen, man, we're going to review one more episode because this episode was only 30 minutes, man. We're going to review one more episode after this, man. So stick with me, man, because we are here with it. Champ Talk Reaction. Let's get back into it.
We said most women. We didn't say everyone.
Exactly. Thank you, Mac Mall. Let her know.
We said what you.
My thing is this.
Gonna let us
hold on.
Finally, now you want to talk.
No,
calm down. Just hold on. Calm down.
You just cut
This
off.
is before. No, fuck that. Because every time we have a conversation, y'all always taking it personal. We are speaking in general. Get out of y'all feelings.
Facts.
We are speaking general. Why do you every time you say something about a woman, she takes it where I ain't like them? Of course, it's always upset. They're always exceptions to the rule.
Exceptions to the motherfucking rule. I'm just saying. Hey, listen, I'm feeling good. I just had a Red Bull. I'm feeling good. It gave me wings. I'm just saying. Listen, it's always exceptions to the rule. And on these panels, what happened is it's never nobody on the panel. We're going to go to the big screen because I got to say this. It's never nobody on the panel. It's never nobody on the panel. And what I mean by that is no matter what the topic of conversation is, whoever's on the panel is not them. We could be talking about whatever. It's not them. Women made bad choices. They didn't have 20 relationships, but it's not them. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what we're talking about. It's not them. Let's just go with it. Let's just talk about it. It's never you. So when we're talking, we just got to say it's not. We understand it's not you, Short. We understand it's not you, Short. So let's just have a conversation then, since you don't, it's never you. You know what I'm saying? It seems like when you have these panels and shit, like nobody ever has room for growth. I gotta be real about it, shit. Some of these conversations hit home. Some of these topics of conversation hit home. I just gotta be honest about it. I'm not on the panel, so the shit be real for me sometimes. You feel me? Because I know when me and my daughter's mother was getting along, it's like, yo, wow, y'all getting along. How are y'all getting along? Listen, though, I just gotta be real with it. For a long time, I said, hey, listen, I took whatever shit came my way. because I knew that I broke up my family. I knew that I broke up. I knew I created a broken home. And I'm gonna just be real. We can have a real conversation because this is real. I don't do this shit for fun, right? I know what I wanted. I didn't know that I wanted a marriage for a long time. I knew I wanted a child. And that's how a lot of women sound today. Well, I could get married or I couldn't get married, but I definitely can have a kid. You feel me? I knew because I wasn't raised by a mom and a father, so I knew already I wanted a kid. So it wasn't for me. It was like, yo, like I could do this or I couldn't. I just want what's mine. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. I just want a kid. Not knowing, not understanding at that time what it was gonna do. Not knowing the knowledge that I know now to say, hey, listen, it's not a good way to raise a child. When you know better, you do better. And the crazy part about it is I was around men who could have told me these things. And I'm not saying that they didn't. And I'm not saying that they wasn't good role models because they were in their homes. They were in their homes. Most of them. They were married. Raising their children. All I'm saying is, at the end of the day, like, not seeing it, not knowing it, not coming from it, I didn't understand the value of marriage. Even up until a couple of years ago, I didn't understand the value of marriage. This is just real life. See, people gonna get up on here and they do this same shit on these podcasts, even on this podcast. And right now it's not on them, but buddy in the back. Pause. Same shit. You just on here talking. Some of y'all just get microphones and be on this motherfucker talking. Y'all really don't be giving people the real. Y'all really don't be letting people in. Y'all really don't be letting people know the real shit, bruh. And I'm going to let you know what it is. I'm going to let you know honestly what it is. Because people can learn from this. You feel me? My daughter can learn from this. Children can learn from this. At the end of the day. So yes, bruh. Come on now. And if you with me, say you with me. I get it. If you're not rocking with it, you're not rocking with it. I get it. Listen, I hate when people use the term I was young and I was dumb and then you like 33. No, you wasn't young and you were dumb. You weren't young and you were dumb at 33. Now, if you 21, 22, 23, I get it. I get it. Don't be saying you were young and you were dumb at 35. You're not young, you're dumb at 35. 28, 29, no. You should know better by then. Something in your life should have happened. You should know better by then. Just real rap. Like, life teaches us a lot. And I'm my bad. I'm going off on the tangent. I'm wilding right now. Listen, but I'm just being honest because some of this shit really be hitting home. So I'm sorry, my bad. Let me see. Hey, shout out to John, man. She's in the comments right now. She is talking, you know what I mean? Let's get it. All right, so I kind of agree with the woman. What are they been talking about? The men been all over the place with the conversation, and this is true. All right. And but Ja, you have to understand what happened. Okay. So in the beginning of the conversation, what happened was, and so like let me put this comment up first. All right. Stick to the topic and give everybody a chance to place an opinion. This is true. All right. So like what you're saying is absolutely right in the context of when we have the conversation, right? But in the beginning of this conversation, when Mac Mall right here, this guy right here, buddy, I don't know if you can see the arrow, but the guy in the black, he asked the question about the parenting, right? He said, you know, is it better if a man come into the situation or a person come into the situation with a deadbeat on the opposite side of the situation, or a healthy relationship, co-parenting relationship on the other side? Shorty right here, Black Barbie, aka 360 Wave Short, she said, I don't have a child, so I'm not gonna comment. All right. Then you go to the other lady, Bree. She just sat there and she didn't say nothing. And as you can see, we are 21 minutes or 23 minutes and 29 seconds in. And at, I believe, like the 22-second mark, the 22-minute mark, my bad, she finally spoke. I will give you this. When he asked that question, the guys were the only one who chose to answer the question, and then the shorty on the far left, Kay. She was the only one in the conversation who said, okay, I have a child. Let me talk about this real quick. The fact that she has a child and she really didn't add value to the conversation. The two guys that answered the question, they didn't really add value to the conversation. I'm just being honest, and I'm just being honest. It made the conversation really mute. You feel me? Like, it made the conversation actually go nowhere. Because the guys started adding extra context before they actually answered the question. That's true. And then the women didn't want to talk. So now at the 23-minute mark, you actually want to speak, but now you're actually wrong. Like, you're not even answering the question. You just adding any type. It's just like, I hate when people are on these podcasts and they don't actually answer the question first. Like, answer the question first and then add the additional context. Like, it makes the conversation go smoother. You know what I mean? That's all.
But you all three of y'all, every woman I know, every time we talk in general, you take it personal. We're not talking about you.
Now, at what point did all of us sat here and we didn't say absolutely not one
well, you
word?
Could have said what you wanted to say instead of that stupid
and
shit.
you still talking over me.
Because I wanted to.
But
I'm done.
Damn, but bruh, this is a podcast. Y'all got to get this shit together.
Hold on.
Good.
No, Bree, because
shit.
I really want to get that intellect from you on the.
I don't listen. This guy pisses me off. I'm sorry to stop this right here, but he pisses me off. And the reason why he pisses me off because he really, like, I don't understand why Mac Mall, you need another co-host. Hey man, if you need to, man, call me, man. Listen, my number is 81. No, I'm just talking. I'm gonna not get my number out online. I'm just joking, man. But listen, bro, you need another co-host. Buddy really don't be adding no type of value to these conversations. And when we get into this next episode, we're gonna find out what type of value he had
on a good woman, if we could say that. You know what I'm saying?
She like
how
ain't shit
how
neither,
you
so
think
stop capping.
a woman should be thinking, because you're saying this. This is what you're saying. You saying, well, I don't think like that.
Well, I didn't say a word because I didn't get to finish my sentence because he overtalked the whole fucking thing I said.
Sure did.
Clearly,
because she about to start lying.
See that you doing it
Because
again.
if she was that good, she would have a man.
I just want to.
Damn. Hey, listen, I'm not lying though. They be hitting the fellas low. Soon as my guy here in the yellow shirt said, listen, soon as my guy on the in the yellow shirt said, yeah, so I'm telling y'all that if a man does this and if a man does that, Shorty said, well, listen, don't you got 5 baby mamas? Don't you got 5 baby mamas and you don't live with any of them? Hey, he didn't have no choice but to be like, he starts stumbling on his words and shit, you know. but when I tell you, listen, I gotta get me one of those little stuttering memes, man. But I'm telling you, all he was talking about is just
At the end of the day gonna end, man.
that's it. And then as soon as he started talking, I'm over here like this.
I hate when people say you act like you don't give a fuck, man. I'm not acting, man. I really don't, man.
I didn't give a damn about nothing he had to say. Because he wasn't saying nothing, man. I'm just being honest, man. Let's see what we got in the comments, man. John says that man hollering respect is being so okay. You're right. He is being disrespectful to his co-host right now. He is. I think he's a little upset. I'm just gonna be honest about it, and this ain't no excuse for him. I think he's a little upset because they're filming it. They literally haven't spoke. You know what I'm saying? They know that he have all these topics. He has these topics ready. And like I said, most of the episodes are over an hour long. This episode is only 31 minutes because they chose not to speak. So I think he probably just a little bit bothered. Like, damn, like y'all know this is a podcast. Y'all know this is entertainment. Y'all know we are here for a conversation, and y'all chose not to speak for 23 minutes, man. This is a conversation that we are supposed to be having. Y'all knew the topics because y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are my co-hosts. We make this podcast. And y'all not saying nothing. You feel me? Y'all let Johnny Gill in the back say something. You let my guy who called himself the doctor but can't pronounce words, you feel me, say something. You let Shorty in the hat right here say something, but the other two women, they didn't provide any type of substance for 23 minutes. And Black Barbie haven't really said nothing this whole time, man. And I'm telling you, and I think it's because they normally get the backlash. It's true. But when your channel is starting to pop off, whether people are commenting negative or commenting positive, they're commenting. You know how they say negative press is better than no press at all? There's a bunch of small YouTube channels on YouTube right now who wish that they were getting the comments, the reactions, people reacting to their content like they're reacting to theirs. I'm just letting you know. I'm sure their shit is monetized already. But you got two people on here right now who they literally deferred to the guy in the back. You know, let's just let our guest talk. And chose not to speak for 23 minutes. Like, that's wild to me. Let's get back to it.
To say this,
If
everybody
you have
in
a
the
man,
goddamn comments, y'all see what we got to put up with. So when y'all go up under there and y'all start going viral, y'all start reacting to all
I told you
of our shit, trying to put us on that, trying to say that we over talk him all the time. Prime example right here. He don't even know what the hell I was
on
gonna say.
You ain't finna say shit.
See, he don't know what
you
the hell I was
said
gonna.
it.
There you go.
Say it.
Have a good day.
What you got to say?
Amazing.
Just stop.
Say it.
I'm done.
What you got to
I
say?
ain't got
But
nothing to say.
now,
Nothing.
I ain't
okay.
got nothing to say.
Now that we got past,
I understand, man. I understand where he coming from. And I understand where he coming from only because he's running this podcast. They're on here every week. And y'all haven't spoken 20 minutes, man. I'm not going to cap. I would be pissed too. We already know, like, we know what makes the content pop. We know. I understand where he coming from. I'm not saying that he went about it the right way. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that I understand where he coming from. Because, like, y'all know what makes our content pop. And it's a reason why they only have right now like 800 views right now. Normally right now, their views would be over 1,000, over 1,500, because the women would be talking, the shit would be explosive, the shit would be crazy, it would be entertaining, and people would be commenting left and right, and all their comments would be blowing the channel up, making their videos go viral. And right now, he knows that this is not good content. He knows it. It's not. I should have just found a whole nother. I thought this conversation was going to be better.
that
Go
I
ahead.
really want to get
This is a men's show.
intellect. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not.
We just at the men's show.
That's how y'all feel. I'm sorry. But real talk. How would you go about this?
I don't have no comment.
No, okay, Toya.
I don't have no comment.
Okay.
Right. They rather argue than make their point. That's why I did what I did. Because I know them. They full of shit. They just want to talk, bro. That's it.
That's the whole purpose of us being here to talk.
But y'all have
it. Because when you ask them to say something, they rather argue about why it ain't being said other than just say what the fuck they want to say. They want to take everything personal.
Every week. This is it right though.
I will say this.
Okay.
I have an open ear for what the women have to say. Again, I will say, and I'm not taking their side or the men's side, I'm just speaking in general. So I think in order us to have a collaborative effort, we do need to hear each other's point of view and let's respect each other.
Thank you.
Bro, you a guest on my podcast. I'm letting you be here. I'm just being honest. Like, you're a guest, bro. We do this every week. Let's see what y'all got to say. Okay, she's trying to voice her opinion now and she can't get nothing out. Agree if she was speaking over him, they would let me see, be proving exactly what the men have spent 20 minutes venting about. Yeah, I mean, I understand that it's a podcast, so they're gonna be, it's gonna be times where it's heated conversation. They're gonna be speaking over each other. Like I said, I don't agree with the way, what I'm saying, more than not that he went about it. I can just understand why he's upset. I can understand why he's upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're here to film a show. Y'all know what part y'all play. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we had a podcast and I was like, yo, and it came out and the audience was commenting and they were like, man, Sir FH, man, he just be really rowdy and he just be doing this and he be going off all the time. Now, like, the comments are consistent, right? But now we know why people show up. They know that, T over there, T be really breaking shit down. And then it's just like on tonight's conversation, right? People show up for Trip because they know that Trip is going to give good insight. People show up for Ace because they know that Ace is going to, kind of pander to the women, right? And then they know that, what's her name? Kitty Rose is going to be kind of crazy. And they know that Randy, when she was on there, she going to be over talking everybody. Like, people show up for a reason. And it's a reason why our videos are going viral. And this podcast has been going crazy. It's been blowing up. But this episode right here is trash. And I thought it was going to be better. I really did. It's 25 minutes in now. And now they're finally starting to speak, they're starting to argue. Could have been a very good conversation. I think that because the women tapped out in the beginning of the conversation, and it made for a bad show in the beginning. Now that the women are starting to talk, Mac Mall is pissed off because they haven't been speaking for 20 plus minutes, and he knows that it's not making good content. That's what they're there for, and he's like, "Well, now we don't give a damn what y'all got to say." Basically, that's what it seems like to me. And I'm going to give y'all a glimpse into another episode so y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about.
View. Again, accountability. No matter what you say about women or what the women say about men,
Johnny Gill,
we all have a fault in what we sign up for. So no matter how many fingers we point, there's three always pointing back at us. So there's nobody's fault. I think we need to fix each other before we start embarking on new situations or even dating in general. And just know that when you do start dating and interacting with people, you have to be open-minded and mature enough to accept what comes with that person. You can't go into a relationship trying to change them or morph them into what you want them to be. If you can't respect them enough to deal with them on their level and how they are, and maybe they'll evolve with you from that point on, then just go on and do what you got. Be a player or be a hoe, whatever it is that you want to do. Get out here and sow your royal oats until you are able to be grown enough to deal with people from where they are. You don't know what they've been through and how they held up in spite of what they've been through. So you have to understand that they've been through shit, and maybe you are strong in one area and they're weak in the next. Maybe they're strong in this area and you're weaker, but you have to be able to be compatible with that person in order to make it work. Doesn't matter how many children you bring in the world by that person. You just
Cap. Yeah. Cap. It does matter.
brought children in the world with a problem. So I think as grown, we all grown. I'm knocking on 50. I think the women have something to say. We should respect that. Give them a chance to get on the panel, speak their minds, because I'm obviously interested in what they have to say. I'm interested always in what the guys have to say, because we speak in each other's sentiments. I want to hear what sentiments the girls have to say. But at the end of the day, I think all of us to some point has been Europeanized, and we take on a lot of European practices.
We're not talking about the white people right now. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This is all about a podcast. This has nothing to do with being Europeanized. Like, what are you talking about?
I think we've all lost our way as black men and women in this world in general on what our natural culture is and what we're supposed to do to interact with each other. So that's a problem in itself in general. But to start to fix it, I think we need to meet each other on common ground, respect each other's opinion, and see how we can fix it on a collaborative effort, if that makes sense.
I can agree. I can agree to that. What I don't agree with is bringing white people into the conversation, bro. We're not victims. That's my only thing, bro. Everything else you said was some good shit. Some good stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, you didn't like once you threw that in there, I kind of almost tuned you out. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Because nothing we have to talk about right now had anything to do with being, us valuing European culture. Like it had nothing to do with that. So we're almost at the end of this. Let's see.
Makes sense.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now,
Absolutely.
why y'all couldn't say that?
Because we can't.
I'm not even gonna
I'm about to pull your hair.
let it go.
Get up here. Let me put one of them
Why
dry ass
always got to be a man to say stuff like that?
We into it after this.
She said we into it after this, but you on here right now, short. Like let's have the conversation right here on camera. Like we ain't gotta go, blow for blow. Like, but let's just have a conversation. We here. It's entertainment. Let's do it.
Next question.
No, I'm gonna let them talk.
Oh man.
Go ahead.
So what? So
I actually don't have no comment because I don't.
And look, she didn't have a comment on the first conversation, so it seemed like the men were running the conversation. But this is why. Only the men were going to talk about the topic. You know what I'm saying? Like she don't have a comment now. The other shorty tapped out because he talked over her. Like,
right. You see, this is what I'm saying. They make a
this makes for bad content.
lot of noise and they got shit to talk about. This is why they can sell the internet, whatever. I know these motherfuckers, and they just be yapping.
Then you ask us what we
Y'all
have to say.
asses
He just said
capping.
he want to hear what we got to say. Why he talking? If he just asked,
Because you not say she said literally, I ain't got no comment. Nobody got shit to say when you give him the mic.
No,
he asked her. She didn't ask either one of us.
But you know,
he talking over us, so we ain't get an opportunity.
You ain't talking
to say
shit. I just said I'm gonna let y'all speak.
There we go.
Did she just not?
he feels
still
attacked,
talking.
y'all.
And he's still talking. And he's still talking. And he's still talking.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get away from this one because it's showing already that they are not going to speak. I thought that this episode was gonna turn out to be a good episode because I seen in the beginning that they were talking about co-parenting and how co-parenting would look if you wanted to bring another person in, and if that person thought like, okay, well that's a healthy co-parenting relationship. I never seen anything like that. So like maybe they're still doing something. Maybe they still like each other. Maybe they still want each other. And on the flip side, if I come in and that person has a deadbeat on the opposite side, whether that's a woman or a man, a deadbeat mom or a deadbeat father, like if I come into that situation, am I more likely to be okay and settled because I know that person isn't going to be there? The women tapped out of the conversation very quick, and I didn't expect that. I thought that they were going to join in on the conversation. Only one out of the three women actually wanted to comment on the conversation. So then they went 20 minutes without speaking. You know what I mean? Like it just it doesn't make for good content. You know, and I don't know. Like I have a small channel over here, so maybe they'll see it, maybe they won't. But I just want y'all to know, Not the Shop podcast, that episode right there, episode 13, it definitely did not do y'all channel any justice. It did not look, it was not a good look. I just gotta be honest. The conversation could have been a great conversation. Um, it's a conversation that I would love to have on my channel. You know, with single parents, single moms, single fathers, I would love to have that conversation over here to see, you know, if it's easier to come into a situation where there's a deadbeat on the opposite side, or where there's actually a healthy co-parenting situation on the other side, and how that would affect you. You know, if you were coming into that situation, if you would look at it like, that's a little fishy to me, or if you would look at it like, yo, well, this is going to be great because they already have a good situation going on here. We are adding to that good situation, and now we are going to be a team, all showing these kids how we going to do things as parents, on one accord. Like that conversation has such a good, that question has such a good vibe. Like it could have been a great it could have been explosive. You know what I'm saying? The women could have went off, the men could have, but it would have been a good conversation starter. But unfortunately, like that, it literally died down. The conversation went nowhere. That's tough. So let's see how, I just want to see if this episode, if it kind of goes differently. Let's see how this conversation starts. If it starts a little different, and we can just see. And I'm gonna like their content real quick because I know how it is. You know, you gotta like the content for the content to stay in the algorithm. You gotta comment on the conversation on the you know, on the videos and on the shorts and stuff for the stuff to stay in the algorithm. So I'm just gonna show love. Um, let's just see how this one start. We're not gonna play the whole thing. I've already been on for an hour and 45 minutes, 46 minutes. So I just want to go ahead and just see, and let's see if this episode, because if this is a consistent thing, then I'm sorry. You know, I can see why the beginning went viral, but now it's just not going viral. Okay. I'm rocking with the intro.
Not the Shop podcast presents Date Night.
Now this one is called The Jealousy Cycle, how insecurity fuels toxic relationships. We're just gonna see if the conversation goes a little bit different, and then we're gonna just, you know, talk about what we just saw in the last podcast. If we think that, you know, that episode really did them justice or not, and then we're just gonna have a little quick conversation about the overall topic and just how that went.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Mac Mall back with another episode of Not the Shop podcast / date night with my host.
It's Miss Kim, Kamari K, whatever. It's my birthday. It don't even matter what my name is.
You said it is what it
my
is.
Birthday.
Hey y'all, it's Toya.
And it's your boy King Tim. We in the building.
It's your girl Bree.
My guy look like Squidward.
You dig. So listen, right? First off, I want to show much love and appreciation for everybody that's sharing, commenting, subbing, liking. Man, we appreciate all the love, man. We on our way to 10K. And it's because of y'all. And I just want to,
that's where I'm trying to get y'all, man. So like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Shit. No, I'm just messing with y'all. I rock with people who rock with me. So like, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all for sharing, man. And all of that. My last video went over 2,000 views. So I appreciate y'all for that. My last live, it did about 200 or so. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in and tuning in with Champ Talk Reactions, man. The champ is here. Y'all already know what it is. Like I said, man, like, comment, subscribe. You comment, I comment. You react, I react. It just is what it is, man. It's all love over here. We're finding our tribe, man. We're finding people who rock with the channel and people who stop in. We love to see y'all stop in, man, but it would be better if y'all would stop in, comment, subscribe to the channel, and just see how this channel grows. But I appreciate y'all for even stopping in and tuning into the content. Let's get into it.
Let's give y'all flowers while we can. You feel me?
We going viral.
You did.
Oh,
you see what I'm saying? They going viral, but they wasn't speaking.
We are already viral.
Not going. We're there.
It's Miss K's birthday.
Okay.
This weekend.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey.
All right.
And I'm still.
Shout out to the Aquarius. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm not all into the horoscopes and all that. Listen, but you feel me? I am an Aquarius, man. February 13th. Shout out, my birthday just passed. Shout out to everybody for the birthday
I'm
love.
not in the 40 club yet.
No.
Sorry to hear that.
All the
Unfortunate.
shade.
Childishness.
Keep living.
And you know what's so crazy? What's so crazy? This is what I tell young bucks.
Yeah.
Your hardest job is making it to see my age.
Believe that.
Negro.
You did.
We heard that. That's what they used to tell us. Keep living. That's what we're gonna tell you today.
Now you
Keep
sound,
living.
now you sound like my granny.
I know. Keep living.
So
Anywho.
today I want to talk about I seen a couple clips on obviously on the internet, and I want to talk about this because it's a very interesting topic when it comes to women dating the type of man they want versus the type of man that they need, you know. And
Okay.
basically the conversation was like, okay, the good guy that was good for you in high school when you were younger, you didn't know him, you wanted the bad boy. And then now the so-called lame grew up and now he's on top of his shit.
Okay.
And it seemed like the girls that wanted the bad boys trying to double back, and now you got these podcasters out here like these men that's saying like,
I just want to let y'all know, podcasters is not a word. Hey man, Ball, I rock with you, man, but podcasters is not a word. You feel me? And I'm glad that the guy that they call a doctor is not on here because he be saying toxicity. That shit is not a word either, man. You know what I mean? I just want to let y'all know, man. Y'all be fucking up. Y'all be messing up, man. I just gotta let y'all know, man. Get y'all vocab down before y'all get up on this mug. Hey, listen, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm just saying, man, get y'all vocab down before y'all just be using these type of words over here, man.
Well, now you don't qualify. You know, they got their high horses, obviously. I don't know if y'all familiar with a podcaster called what is it, Fit and Fresh?
No, it's fresh.
They
Fresh and
Fit. Fit and Fresh, right? Myron and this other guy, right? And the vibe I get from them is like they didn't get no ass in high school.
Right. Listen though, if you go watch Fresh and Fit, be prepared to be triggered, shorties. Listen, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Myron, I can't say that Myron on there didn't get women, but the guy, Fit, Fresh, whatever his name is, he definitely wasn't getting none before they started that podcast. You feel me? I'm just gonna let y'all know now. He the dark skin when he on there. If y'all go check it out, he definitely was not getting no cakes. Yeah, that's real life. You feel me? Did not have the gift of gab in high school nor college. You feel me? You could just tell. But Myron, on the other hand, you could tell that he actually have dealt with women before, but to what capacity? If he was getting women like that, like he was getting before he started his podcast and it blew up and they got millions of subscribers, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But you can tell that he has some inclination of how women work. You know what I mean? Like, so that I'll let y'all judge for yourself. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to go check out the Fresh and Fit podcast, I used to check it out, but I don't really watch that shit no more. It's just too crazy for me.
According to you started getting it late. So what's the difference?
No, I was getting it in high school. I was captain of the basketball team. I was a late bloomer.
What did you say? I was a late.
He said he was a late bloomer, but he was a captain of the basketball team. Meaning that when he got to high school, he started getting. You feel me? Listen, I understand. I was the captain of the football team, captain of the baseball team for 3 years. You feel me? So I understand. Sophomore, junior, senior year. Listen, man, I understand the life.
I was a late bloomer in high school. Once I got it, I couldn't stop.
Wait, but how old were you? Right, because
yes, it is. Because you got to think about it. Where we came from. Yes, it was about 13. You already cracked.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, I'm glad you put in there where we came from. So that's why I said Tim be knowing how to.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It was a female that actually had a baby when we was in grammar school. She was in 8th grade and she had a baby.
I believe you.
Yeah, for real. She wound up passing away. Rest in peace to her. But yeah, she had a baby, and when we was in grammar school,
definitely was like that in the hood.
Like I was saying with the Myron situation is like, you know, now they obviously successful. You know what I'm saying? And then they invite various girls on their podcast.
Yep,
young girls, and then they talk to them like shit.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I've never seen that show. I've never seen. Now I got to tune in.
Well, yeah. So they, you know, don't get me wrong. A lot of things that they say I agree with because they do be giving it to them, but it's a certain way you can tell the hurt that
they experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't look at it that way because I didn't have women issues growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have this now that I'm home.
Baby mamas.
You ain't. You know what I'm saying? And
damn. So 2 people on this podcast got 5 baby mamas. So the guy, the doctor from the last episode, and then Buddy right here got 5 children's moms. How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? I will tell y'all my thoughts. My thoughts is the fact that out of those 5 women, you didn't deem any of them to be a lifelong option, but the lifelong consequence that you chose to give them is crazy to me. You know what I mean? When you do that one time or you do that twice, once you go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you feel me? And then the daughter, you know, the mom who know that you got 6 kids and don't take care of none of them, and she gave you another one. Like you can't blame these situations on nobody else but yourself. Like it's like I say this all the time, man. It's just real. You feel me? Like I decided that I wanted a kid at 24. You know what I'm saying? My daughter was born. It was 23. She was born when I was 24. Yeah. Right? And then I realized, like, damn, like I never gave my daughter a 2-parent household. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? And that's tough. That's a tough situation. But I damn sure didn't do it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, because that would be irresponsible on my behalf. I couldn't blame no woman and be like, well, she had my baby. I didn't want to. I couldn't blame her. That's on me at that point. You feel me? So I don't know how y'all feel about that. If a man have 5 different baby moms, 5 different children's mothers, like, what y'all deem that as, or what, man? That's I just deem it as wild.
And so my question,
realize what you said.
It's our truth.
What?
When he said the 5 baby mama.
It's our truth.
No. It just registered late. That's all.
Right. So what do you think about the so-called lame? And what I notice is women, they will get a bad boy and try to turn him into a good man.
Tupac in the suit. We say that all the time. That's what ladies be wanting. They want that hood guy. They want that hood guy, and they want him to be a good guy. Bars. I'm just saying.
Instead of just getting a good man.
Can I go first?
Go ahead.
And since it's my birthday.
Take it away.
You always go first.
Always go first.
It don't even matter, birthday or not. Take it away.
Birthday.
Take it away, Kim.
I'm glad y'all realize.
Take
y'all
it
see how
away.
they interact in this?
Come on, 39.
Last time they wasn't
For me,
on that.
I think it's in reverse of what you're saying, because when I was in high school, where I come from, all the bad boys that I did date, they in jail. One is an alcoholic. The guy who I'm with now, to him when he was in high school, he was the lame. He told me.
Okay, so you proved their point exactly. You was dating all the bad guys in high school. and then you got a good guy. So you proved their point. So it wasn't in reverse. You just proved exactly what they said. You wanted the bad guy in high school. They all went to jail. I believe on another episode she said like, oh, like I was with a drug dealer and I didn't even realize it. Like, no, man, you knew. You knew. He had all the fly kicks, he had all the fly clothes, he had a car at 16 rolling around in a Caprice. You feel me? You knew. And everybody else didn't. They didn't have cars. They didn't have all the J's that came out. You feel me? They didn't. And if they did, you know, when their parents was, you feel me? They were spoiled. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? But she literally laid it out right there, right in the beginning. Like, yeah, I dated all the bad guys in high school, and now I'm dating a good guy. And now she's older, right? So hopefully you grew out of that shit.
Me, I didn't have that much confidence about myself, but now he's a great guy. He actually went to college,
okay,
went on a scholarship, played baseball,
yeah,
pledged, and is doing great.
See what I'm talking about?
It was just opposite. I didn't meet him in school, and I don't know if he was lame because we didn't go to high school together. But all the ones that was lame in high school that I know of, I don't know. They probably somewhere off living great.
She didn't. Okay, now she don't make no sense. So she said her guy would have been deemed lame in high school. Then she said we didn't go to high school together, so I don't know if he would have been deemed lame. Which one was it? And then she said I dated all the guys who was considered the tough guys, the bad guys in high school, and now I got a good guy. Like, you see, do y'all see the run around right there? Like, that was a whole bunch of ring around the rosy type of shit. Like, all I know is that as soon as she started talking and she started going back on what she said, I
hate when people say you act like you don't give a fuck, man. I'm not acting, man. I really don't, man.
I just start to tune out because now you just talking. You said it was in reverse, but you admitted it to exactly what he was saying. Come on, man.
But that's just solidified what Maul said. What
exactly.
You just
Thank
to.
you.
I was just finna
say there was no reverse.
And it's not. I mean,
I
have no.
See, you see that? Now that's why she wanted to do that, because she said it wasn't to bash anybody. This isn't about bashing nobody. This is about what it is and what it ain't. Do women like bad guys? Do women sometimes waste their youth on bad guys? On the bad guy? Like, do they or not? And then, at some point of time, it changes, it switches, and they want a good guy. That's all that he said. If you don't feel that, if let me know in the comments. Like, do y'all feel like that's true or not? You know what I'm saying? Does he have a point or not? And do y'all think that she just proved exactly what he just said?
No judgment to pass, because that's not what I choose to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people that pass judgment is just something that they choose.
And that's why I said where I came from. I don't know. I can't say that I looked at anybody like, oh, you lame.
But it is a truth though in what Maul said. Just like even like with the women. The ugly ducklings have turned into beautiful swans at this point. A lot of them, like
I didn't see the lot.
I've seen a lot of them.
I'm like, damn, that's what's the name,
man. Come on, man.
I'm sorry.
Can't believe it.
He said, "I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't talk to you in lunch period."
But that's the truth of the matter, though.
Ain't that
like,
crazy?
And how things are set up right now, it's crazy, because when I think about it, even those of us who were significant when we was in high school, like Maul and I, were like, when we got older, we had to work a lot harder to get to where we have arrived to because of the mistakes that we made, though. Now, the one thing I don't regret is the journey that brought me to where I am, because I wouldn't be the man I am without the journey.
Okay.
The journey was great. It was rough. It was a little messed up, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't change nothing about it. It is what it is. And so for those who was always on track, They got there a little bit faster than we did because they was more focused than we were. And that's the thing. Like lames wasn't in then, but I consider myself a lame now. I ain't going out too much. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing like I ain't got time for all that because it's too much going on outside the doors, man, that will cause you to be in a situation that you necessarily didn't have to be in if you would have stayed your goof ass at the crib.
Yeah.
Okay, take it away, Toya. What you think?
Come on, Black Barbie.
I don't know. I don't necessarily think that I have a comment on this because I was that ugly duckling. So nobody looked at me when I was younger. It was rough.
No,
but you have a comment because now if you are getting looks, you feel me? You seem to have a nice body. I don't know, right? Because she's sitting down, but it seemed like she has some curves. Like, and I mean, I without the lashes sticking out like caterpillars. Other than that, like, you know what I'm saying, you are a chocolate lady. You know what I'm saying, guys might be really popping for you right now, so you have something to say. If you were the ugly duckling and now guys are checking for you, you have something to say, so say it. Let's see what this comment is. Yes, I agree. High school is very much so about what's on the surface, style, shoes, acceptance from peers, etc. Shout out to Jai in the comment section. Yeah, but so my question back to that is, you know, just for a little dialogue back and forth, I just want to know, right? So do you think that stops in the early 20s, the mid 20s, the early 30s, the late 30s, the mid 30s? Like, when do you think that the bad boy, you know, I'm going for the bad boy type of vibe stops? Like, or does it ever stop? You know, but if you think it stops, do you think it stopped in the, you know, the 20s, the early 20s, the mid 20s, the late 20s, the you know, the early 30s, the mid 30s, the late 30s, or even in the 40s? You know, when do you think that when that a woman turns that off, or do you think it ever stops? That's my question. You know what I'm saying? And so if you are tapped in, I would like to hear your thoughts or see your thoughts about it too. If you're tapped in and you're tuned into the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. You feel me? Make sure you share the stream. You know what I'm saying? Share this on your YouTube, share this on your Facebook, share this. Listen, man, we just need as many views as we can get. Make sure y'all comment because we need as many people eyes on this content as we can get. You feel me? Let me see what Des got to say in the comment section. It depends on the women, but for me it stopped in the early 20s. Okay, all right, so that means you feel me, you learned your lesson early, and it does not mean that that's a bad thing, right? It just means that maybe you saw something early where you was like, yo, like, I'm gonna cut this out now. And now, you know, in my late 20s or my, you know, early 30s, I'm good to go. Like, I found the type of guys that I should be going for. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see what Ja got to say. Ja says it depends on the maturity and life experience. Oh, okay. I get that. I feel that. So let's just say a person is very mature, you know, or semi-mature. So do you think that would stop in the mid 20s? Is that late 20s, like 27, 28? Because I'm just trying to get like a roundabout, like a number. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we can kind of see that, you know what I'm saying, if it is. Or do you feel like that's, you know, if it's, let's just say she matures late, do you feel like that would be mid 30s, like 35, 36? Or do you think, okay, like, I think she'll probably get it together by 30 years old? So if you're just joining in, tapping in, we are commenting right now. We got some comments going. We're talking about maturity levels, and if you know, the women who go for the bad guys, the bad boys, do they stop going for those bad guys early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s? You know what I'm saying? And right here we got Des. She says that it depends on the woman, but for her it stopped in the early 20s. And then we got Ja down here. She says it depends on maturity. So basically your maturity level and your life experience, basically what you go through. So if you are just joining into the stream, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this on your social medias. We need as many people in this conversation as we can get. Right now we're showing the difference between the last episode and this episode, and how nobody the difference between good content and bad content. How the last episode the women wasn't really speaking, so it just made for a podcast where it just was dry. This podcast normally goes viral on their episodes, and so now I'm just kind of showing the contrast of why the content is good on one hand, but now we're getting into the conversation of what they're talking about, so we're tuned in, so we're back at it.
You can attest to it then.
Right. So now, now that you got the meats,
yeah.
See, I told you she had to have some type of body.
How you look now? Do you got this like this attitude with like, nah, nigga, you didn't want to fuck with me?
So it's safe to say that you get a lot more attention now than you did when you were young.
Definitely.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. How does it make you feel like, no, nigga, you ain't talk to me then, don't talk to me now type shit?
No, it doesn't make me feel any type of way, because maybe I just wasn't that attractive girl to nobody back then. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't make nobody like you.
No,
that's a mature type of way to think about it, but I still think that she's interpreting the question a little bit off, like a little bit wrong. Am I tripping? They're basically just trying to ask her, like, you know what I'm saying, now that you have seen the difference on both sides, when you seen, like, growing up you considered yourself the ugly duckling, now that you have got the meats, you know, you got a nice body, you yammed up, you yammed out, and you know what I'm saying, you look better, you got the waves popping, the 360s going around and around and around, you spinning, you feel me, and guys are actually talking to you. Do you see the difference? And now that you can speak to it, she's saying, like, well, nah, people really didn't like me, and that's okay. But like, you can speak to both sides of the coin, like being an ugly duckling, and now like where guys are actually giving you attention.
Well, I ain't saying that. I'm saying, what about now? Because like, what I'm speaking on this same when I talk about how the women do the lames and then try to double back. So now in your case, you was on the opposite end where you didn't have a lot of attention. You wasn't the one that they was checking for, but now you are. Does that make you feel like, you know, I'm that bitch now, or you just humble with it?
I'm humble with it.
Okay.
It doesn't make me feel any
I can
type
respect
of way.
that.
It is what it is, like I said.
I can respect that. She country as hell. Where they from?
When I was in high school, I was lame. I'm not even gonna lie. I wasn't popular till my junior year of high school. So I saw all of the popular people and all of the people that was lames, and it's like the opposite, just like Kimmy said. It's like the lame guys now that I've seen them out now, they're all real popular. And the guys that were the bad boys in high school, they all in jail or dead. I hate to say it.
Predict their own future. Hey?
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of see it coming. That's why I feel lucky, because
man,
you know, I was one of the few that made it up out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you.
That's how I feel.
AC
Missouri, man. Shout out.
Just got into.
You gave it to the neighborhood. Yeah.
When I was in high school, they was doing shit like Freshie Friday. They was beating up the freshmen on Friday.
Yeah, they ain't played with us like that.
I've been this side since I was a freshman. So like, I was ready for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't know you can fight until you fight.
Hey, they didn't fuck with me in high school. I'm letting y'all know now. I had the gift of gab. Hey, shout out to my cousin Killer Kev, man. Shout out to my boy William Biggs, man. They was seniors, bro. They wasn't having it. They wasn't having it, man. They see the star in the making, man. They was not having it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our cuz, big cuz EJ Ramazai, bro. They wasn't having it. You know what I mean? He already was graduating. But listen, I'm just saying, I know my fam was not having it, bro. They wasn't playing about your boy, dog. I was one of 5 freshmen that made varsity football, boy. They was not having that shit. You feel me?
And that's
you
the
know
thing.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I
that's
haul
real.
off and fuck somebody up by accident, and I was nervous because I had never hit nobody
Right.
before. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I'm a big nigga.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Now my ego done went through the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, and plus I played sports. You know what I'm saying? I was on the basketball team. I was the captain of the basketball team. So like, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty popular, you know.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have a issue with females. So like I say, but I know people who were the quote unquote lames, right? And now 20, 30 years later, these niggas are CEOs and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say all of them are, you know, with the uppity attitude.
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell that most of them had women issues when they was young.
Yeah, because who they are now compensate for what they wasn't then.
Right, right.
And it's like the thing about it is your character should always be able to be your character. You shouldn't have to change because money shouldn't change you. Because the truth about me, if I ain't got it or if I got it, I'm still the same person. Whether I'm broke or if I'm up, if I'm down, or if I'm not. I'm not gonna change my character because of what it is that I have, because the things that I attain don't make me me.
So
Or
can
how
I
you
say
look.
this? So you know how you guys say to us with women, when you get a certain age, you kind of get with what you left with the pickings. In high school, y'all experienced that first, right? In high school, you didn't get the girl you wanted. You got the girl that wanted you.
No, not me.
And I'm just saying in general, you didn't get who you might have wanted. It not you.
Oh, yeah, I
personally.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Right, because a lot of the girls at that time was going for those, you feel me? They were going for the athletes. They were going for the popular kids. They were going for the hood dudes. They were going for the bad boys, to say, right? They were going for the dudes who graduated and would pull up in the cars. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of guys' experience in high school is a lot different because you don't really get to get the girl that you really want, because more times than not, she's not looking at you. Now, the people who do, you know what I'm saying, you might find your high school sweetheart in that. You might. You know what I'm saying? You or you know what I'm saying? You will keep losing out to her, to the guy who keep pulling up to the school like,
I'm about to flex on this bum ass bitch. She walking.
you feel me? When he hit her with the
Why you chill? Stay. It just do that on his own sometimes when I say I'm hot.
Hey, it just do it on its own sometimes when I say I'm hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm telling you, are the guy who got game that pull up on her like,
I'm not with all of this.
Girl, take this Michael Jackson jacket off so I can beat it. Damn, you over there.
take this Michael Jackson jacket off, girl, so I can beat it. I'm just saying, man. Listen, but you know what I'm saying? For a lot of us who were athletes in school, we didn't have that problem. We pretty much got the girl that we wanted. You know what I'm saying? I can say we. I know how y'all looking at me right now, but I can say we. You feel me? Listen, I was only the captain of the football team and the baseball team. You feel me? But yeah, man, like I understand exactly where they coming from. Yeah, it definitely is challenging and a hard situation for you to be able to get the girl that you want in high school if you are not popular, if you're not a bad guy, if you're not well, let me rearrange that. If you're not popular, if you're not a bad boy, you're not one of the dudes who graduated that still be pulling up like, I'm gonna flex on them real quick with the new whip, with the Caprice I'm rolling around in. Like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're not athlete, you're not any of that. You're not really getting the girl that you want. And at my high school, like, you couldn't get a freshman girl for real if you was a freshman. It's just like they was looking at seniors, they was looking at juniors. You feel me? I'm too mature for guys my age. You feel me? Now, if you was in sports though, you was popular though, you was a hood dude though. You feel me? The options was there.
Yeah, not you personally, but that's what boys go through growing up into their young manhood.
Yes.
So that brings me to saying, how y'all gonna give us all the backlash when you know how that feels?
Because we was doing it in high school. That was in high school. That was high school life. That wasn't when I was 24. That wasn't when I was 25. That's the difference. That's the difference. It wasn't when I was 30. It just wasn't. Wasn't when I was 35. Wasn't. You feel me? Now your boy 41. I say shout out to you. Shout out to the Aquarius, man. Happy birthday.
To feel like somebody telling you only get what wants you. You can't get what you want.
Right.
That's basically how it is when y'all say it to us. Like, why do you think that I can change at some point? Or maybe like Toya said, it just ain't my time for that.
It's not about you changing. That's not what that is about. We're gonna go to the big screen. We're gonna get ready to end this right here. But this ain't got nothing to do with you changing or nothing, man. We're gonna talk about what we seen on the first podcast. We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna talk about that podcast and the difference between the two streams, right? So we're just gonna talk about this a little bit. Shout out to the Real Precious for joining the chat. You feel me? Y'all already know what it is. Like I'm always gonna show love and shout her out. Her channel pops off on Wednesday nights, man. So if you want to tap in, you want to hear a woman give her perspective, listening to men, trying to, and still holding it down as the moderator, still holding it down and voicing her thoughts in the conversation, providing some good topics. Tap into the Real Precious on Wednesday nights at 7:15 Eastern time. You know what I'm saying? Your mans will be on there, but check it out. But anyway, so we're going to just talk about the difference between the two. All right, so the first conversation, and y'all seen it, you know, people who are tapped in and y'all are tuned in, y'all seen the difference between that first podcast, their first episode and their second episode. The first episode, people wasn't really tuned in like that. Right now, I think that episode has been up over a day. And I'm not saying only like this. I'm saying only in the context. So y'all got to take this in context. They only got over 800 views. And the reason why they only got over 800 views is because the women chose not to participate in the conversation in the first few topics. That conversation went on for about 24 minutes, 23 minutes, 22 minutes out of 31 minutes, and the women were not really speaking. Only 1 out of 3 women were talking. The other 2 guys were on there. They were talking, but they were adding context before they actually answered the question. They were adding context to the question before they actually answered the question, which makes no motherfucking sense. Hey, it makes no sense, bro. Because once you start talking and you start adding context to the conversation before you actually even answer the question, I'm in this motherfucker like.
At the end of the day gonna end, man.
I stopped listening. Because now you're making the conversation go somewhere that it don't have to go, or somewhere that we wasn't trying to take this conversation in the beginning. The conversation was simple. The question was simple. The question was, yo, do you think that having a healthy co-parenting situation differs from when you have a deadbeat on the other side? When the other person come in, it's 2 ways that the other person can come in. They can look at it like, damn, you know, I'm coming into this situation, you know, she has a healthy co-parent situation, but when she go pick her kids up, what's she doing? Like, are they still rocking? Are they still talking? Or, you know, they have a healthy co-parenting situation. I come into the situation, I'm like, damn, okay, I like it. You feel me? Like, now the 4 of us or the 3 of us, you know, if they're married or they're not married, can raise this child in a village of 4 where they're getting love from 4 different family members, 4 different bonus parents and parents, right? And people just started taking the conversation every other way instead of answering the question. And if you in the chat right now, do you think that healthy co-parenting gets a bad rep? Or do you think that healthy co-parenting should get a better rep? And please answer the question before you add the context, because that's what they did, and that's the reason why the episode was so terrible. I'm just being honest. It was a terrible episode. And I thought it was going to be a great episode. I thought the conversation was going to be a great conversation. It turned out not to be. The second episode, I just want to show y'all the difference, the reason why they actually go viral. The reason why they go viral is because everybody participates in the conversation. And when y'all seen at the end that everybody was participating in the conversation, you seen that people had their own perspectives and all of that, then you see why they actually go viral and why they're almost at 10,000 followers and all of their subscribers and shit. 10,000 subscribers, man. That's what your boy is trying to get. Hey, so I'm not hating. I'm trying to get, listen, we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. So if you like the vibe over here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe over here. We give good content, man. We just having fun with this live stuff. I thank and appreciate all y'all for tapping in, for tuning in. After this drops, make sure y'all go like make sure y'all go like, because it's still gonna show up. Make sure y'all go drop a comment in the comment section, 2 comments if you want to. You feel me? Because the more you comment and the more I comment, the more you react, the more I react back. And guess what? The more the video stays rotating in the algorithm. You feel me? We get more eyes on this channel. We get more. And listen, we come back, we might have more tools in here. You feel me? We might have more wrenches in here for people to help me run this channel. You feel me? It just is what it is. But shout out, man. I'm going to be looking for some stuff to react to tomorrow. I'm going to be looking to drop a couple episodes tomorrow, a couple of videos tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. It may be 1, it may be 2, but either way, man, just make sure you tap in, make sure you tune in, because your boy is in that month. And if I find something to go live to, we off tomorrow. Everybody off. So it ain't no reason none of y'all should be here. Well, I mean, well, listen, I'm off. I know. I'm just telling you. So anyway, man, let me know what y'all thought about the episodes. Let me know what y'all thought about the difference was. You seen the difference when people commenting on your podcast and people actually are talking when y'all are streaming and people aren't, man. It could just turn into some poo. Some poo type of content, man. But anyway, man, this video is about to end, and make sure y'all go like, make sure y'all go comment, make sure y'all drop an emoji on the video as soon as we get done right here. I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Shout out, man. This is your boy Champ Talk Reactions, and over here we react to everything popping, moving, grooving, shaking it in the community and the motherfucking culture, man. I holla. Peace.